All right, so going to be doing this review of another comic sent to me by my friend Chris. Thank you as always, brother. Today we're going to be talking about Absolute Wonder Woman, The Last Amazon. Yep, we're diving back in to the world of the Absolute Universe, which has been absolutely killing it. And I have to be honest, this might be my favorite title so far. Again, I'm reading by trade, and as of this recording, I haven't read Absolute Superman, nor have I read the other Absolute titles, but Absolute Batman was really good despite my trepidations about the Absolute Universe trying to just be DC Ultimate Universe. So I'm actually really excited that this actually came out. Like, I'm genuinely happy that this comic actually was a thing. I'm actually, like, it's so good. That I was proven wrong with Absolute Batman. But I was wondering, could lightning strike twice? And I have to be honest, it did. And this might be my favorite title so far. Kelly Thompson is becoming one of my favorite writers. I loved her work with Black Widow. Her Birds of Prey is awesome. I've got volumes 2 and 3 ready to read at some point. And I really wish she did Spider-Man. You know, one of the reasons why she left Marvel for DC was because they basically shafted her for what's his name? Zeb Wells, which I like as a person. Spider-Man run easily hampered. And to Zeb Wells' credit, I don't fully put the blame on him for everything in that comic. I really don't. And I'm really looking forward to his Batman Deadpool crossover next month. But, yeah, Nick Lowe basically screwed Kelly Thompson out of working on Spider-Man, and that's what made her one of the... Now, I can't prove this. This is all hearsay, so I can't really prove it. But basically, like, after she got basically shafted after the whole Beyond era, she basically left because she was burned so bad by Marvel for getting cheated out of writing Spider-Man that she left to go do DC, and it's all the more better for it because we wouldn't have Absolute Wonder Woman because of it. So, there's another thing you can blame Nick Lowe on. Why isn't Kelly Thompson writing any more Marvel comics? Nick fucking Lowe. The man who literally, if you look at it, if you pull up any of his pictures, I've never seen the guy, but one time, Chris and I were kind of bitching about Spider-Man editorial. I'm sorry to go on this tangent real fast, but basically we went on this tangent, and he was like, have you ever seen a picture of Nick Lowe? And I'm like, I never have. I never cared to. And he's like, go pull it up. Dude looks like he looks like the face of Get No Bitches. He literally looks like this is the face that launched 1,000 women's panties to go back onto the woman's waist and walk out the door. Anyway, enough about that. So let's talk about the good that came out of that. So let's actually talk about the comic. So the story is, in this continuity, Diana was taken away from the Amazons, who have all been mysteriously vanished, and she's been taken to the underworld by Apollo as a baby to be raised by Circe. Yeah, that's a big change, is that Diana's arguably her arch nemesis is her mother in this storyline, and she's raised in the underworld by Circe, who at first was like, I'm just going to let the kid die, but then she's like, fuck. And she raises it and loves, like, there's genuine love between Diana and Circe. Like, it's not like Circe is planning some big scheme or anything. She's like, I love this child, and one day she's going to leave me, and it's going to destroy me. So we fast forward to Gateway City, and we do get more of the backstory, by the way, and I'll get into it a bit. We fast forward, and Diana has arrived in Gateway City to protect it from oncoming monsters, namely this being called the Tetracide, which is this dangerous Lovecraftian monster from Greek mythology, kind of, and she does battle with it, and that's basically the first 5 issues. It's 2 stories, really. One is the battle with the Tetracide and talking about Diana's origin. The other one is a 2-part story involving Diana going back to the underworld. I love this version of Diana because even though she is this is like what I wanted, because I was never the biggest fan of Brian Azzarello's New 52 Wonder Woman, because I felt like it was trying too hard to be God of War. I know that it has its fans, but personally, I just felt like it was too God of War for me. And here, it's a nice balance of that God of War kind of feeling, but it still feels like Diana. Like, it's the same thing of, like, with Absolute Batman, where it still feels like a Batman. In fact, it feels like a more hopeful Batman. And in here, Diana feels like Diana. She isn't jaded. She's actually like, she was raised by a mother and raised in a hostile environment. So it's also like she can see the good in like the most dangerous things. Like she actually tells all these monsters, look, you don't have to do this. We can go home and we can exist. So I do like that. I really like that. And also I love the weaponry that Diana carries from the underworld, like this new version of the lasso called the Nemesis. I love her new sword, which is, it clearly, I feel like that was a direct reference to the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII. You can't tell me otherwise. And the artwork by Hayden Sherman and colors by Jordi Belair. Yeah, this comic is awesome. And what I like about one of the things I think Kelly Thompson does best with with a majority of her comics is the fact that she does these beautiful, and she wastes no space in her panels. Like they're the most unique panels I have ever seen, in some of the most unique panels I've seen in comics, especially when she does like a fight scene or something like that. She uses every inch of her paneling and how she describes it to the artists to use it in unique ways. It's really cool. I also love her relationship with Steve here. I really like how Steve did show up in the underworld and she rescues him, and it's kind of like a budding romance. And I love that the thing between them. I love this new interpretation of Etta Candy as well as Barbara. Because we know now, it's kind of interesting because with Barbara, she's a supporting character so far. And again, I'm reading in trade, so it might have changed. But Barbara really it's going to be either heartbreaking, or it's going to probably be heartbreaking when she becomes Cheetah, if she does in this continuity. I also love the conversation because, yes, it is Pegasus, and it's not like a Pegasus, it's the Pegasus that she's riding on. And I love that conversation between her and Steve, where he's like, oh, so, I know what a Pegasus, no, this is Pegasus. Like, you named your horse the thing, no, this is the Pegasus from the Greek mythology. So I love that little in-between. This comic just fucking slaps. The action is great, the drama is amazing, and the Absolute Universe continues to absolutely crush it. I don't know how else to describe it, but the Absolute Universe absolutely kills it, no matter what. I'm loving the drama here, I'm loving the story of it, and I love the family element between her and Cersei. That I think is one of the best parts of the story. So yeah. Do I recommend Absolute Wonder Woman? To once again bring up this pun, absolutely. Go check it out. Kelly Thompson fucking crushes it here, and this is right now my favorite title. We'll see what happens with the other when I start reading the others in trade, but as it stands, yeah, we're 2-0 with the Absolute Universe so far. So yeah, you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of Absolute? What did you guys think of Absolute Wonder Woman if you've read it? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time, Multiverse.